1% Club. What's going on, guys? Greetings from Puerto Rico. Mm, Having some good Puerto Rico coffee there. Just got a message from Ed Milet. You guys are all going to see it this week. Just got a message from Gary Brecka, from Pace Morby. They're making me some videos we can kind of drop out as we get on our momentum going into Cabo. Hope you're having an awesome day. I am surrounded
Good. How are you?
or freak. Look at that one. That one's 12 feet across right there. There's another one there. That one's like 6 foot by 5 feet over here. My new daily schedule, man, the superhuman protocol, every hour mapped out all day long. The team over there. I got whiteboards all around me, man. I'm like NASA, baby. I'm gonna launch some rockets. So good to see you guys. I hope, I remember years ago, 40 years ago, I was doing this 1/10 of 1% club. We met every night at 10 o'clock at night. Every night. I was like 19 years old, and I had a bunch of other 19-year-old warriors, and we met every night at my house at 10 o'clock. We had to hit certain goals. And you know what? It paid off. It was crazy. You want to do something great with your life? Get crazy. Don't do the normal, boring, average things. You got to get a little crazy. So this one couple in Chico, California, they had an extra bedroom they weren't using. They took one wall and put up all their dreams and goals. They took another wall and they wrote out their business plan. They took another wall and they had other things mapped out. It was like their dream room, their vision room, an entire room dedicated to where they want to go. And I'm telling you, this is the kind of stuff it takes. I guarantee you, you're going to be like a mad scientist like Elon Musk. Rockets, those don't shoot themselves into space. And it's not that we're splitting atoms or launching a satellite network worldwide for global internet. But I'm telling you, man, success leaves clues. The crazier you get, the more fun it is. If you go average and you go normal and you're going, oh, I'm doing this, I mean, it doesn't work. You got to go a little bananas. So, man, I'm excited. I got some really great things to share with you today on today's 1% Club. What a beautiful group of human beings. By the way, we are 21 days out from Cabo. Ticket sales are through the roof. And especially as we go dropping these Pace Morby, Gary Brecka, Ed Milet, Tom Ferry, we drop these things. So continue to go. I hope you're coming to Cabo. It's going to be the biggest, the brightest, the best ever. Super stoked. But I was thinking back. I was kind of reflecting here as I was having my delicious cup of Puerto Rico coffee. Mm, mm, mm. And I was thinking about my life. And I was thinking about, man, I remember being 19 years old and getting invited to Monterey to an event I couldn't afford. Monterey, there's nothing cheap about Monterey, California, right, Clark? And Clark, you're the one who invited me to that event. And he said, you should go. It was a singles event. And I happened to be single. I was 19. I'm like, oh, that sounds good. There'll be some cute girls there. I'm in. You're 19. So I went, but I couldn't afford to be there. I spent the weekend in my car in the parking lot. And so it was cold, but I did what I had to do. But I went and I was thinking about my life. I always got invited to events and I would always show up. Sometimes I'd share a room with people. Sometimes I had, people on rollaway cots, people on the ground, make it affordable. We did what we had to do, carpool. We rarely flew anywhere. We were so poor at 19. But you know what? I showed up. Half of life is just showing up. And then I was thinking back, I got invited when I got into real estate at 30 into Brian Buffini. He said, come down to San Diego, get certified as a 100 days of greatness trainer. You won't believe this. I signed up and went to San Diego, went to Brian Buffini's office. I believe it's Carlsbad, and spent 3 days being trained on how to do by referral only, the Brian Buffini system. Boom. And then I got invited to Craig Potter, thousands of miles, and I signed up again. I keep saying yes to me. My message to you is say yes to you. I went to NAEA out in Dallas with Jay Kinder and Michael Reese, signed up again. I went to Daniel Penley. Who's Daniel Penley? Oh, he's this guy Remax Gold brought in 20 years ago. And he says, we're going to come down to Burbank. I have a Hollywood video studio. We're going to be at the Red Line Hotel in Burbank. And I have a room. We're going to have lights, camera, action. We're going to film you. And we're going to insert you. And we're going to make these VCR videotapes that pre-introduce you to your client before you get there to get the listing. And and he showed us what they look like, and then we insert you, and you're gonna look so cool. And it was like $2,500 I didn't have. I was in. I flew to Burbank. I made the video. I handed out the VCR tapes. It didn't even work that great. But you know what? You try this, it goes okay. You try this, it goes terrible. You try this, it goes great. But keep swinging the bat. Then I went to 10X, signed up. I went to Tony Robbins stuff. I signed up for every possible level you can go, all the way up through platinum. And then I'll tell something else I did. I met a guy named Coach Sean Lovelace, signed up. That was 5,000 a month, 60,000 a year. I met Jarek Robbins, Tony's son, 10,000 a month, my personal coach for a year, $120,000, boom, investment made. Russ, my fitness coach last year before I hurt my back, I paid him $30,000 in August. And in October, I hurt my back so bad. Kathy's pushing me through the Vanderbilt in San Juan in a wheelchair for a week. I couldn't get out of a wheelchair. And there goes 30,000 bucks, but it happened. You know what I mean? But here's the deal. I have always made the investment. Like, that's great, Brent. You have all this money. No, I did many of that as totally broke. And there's a concept here, guys. Everyone's like, well, I'll give money to the poor when I'm rich. And if you're not giving to the money to the poor when you're poor, you'll never give money to the poor when you're rich. You know, like, well, I'll be good down the road. Be good now. Be kind now. You know, I'll do better with my kids. No, do better with your kids now. And so you invest in you now. And then this last year, I went to Surge. They're happening all across America. Go to a Surge event if you want. They're amazing. By the way, I couldn't believe how many agents I met from Century 21, Remax, independent brands, Keller Williams. They're all there. And when you go to Surge, it's an all-day event. They're happening, just Google them. They're all over America. They're all over. And I mean, and they have Tim Tebow's there. Bethany Hamill, who got her arm bit off by the shark, is there. Famous movie stars, speakers. Joe Montana's there, one of the winningest quarterbacks of all time. Ed Milet was there, just blew the doors off the place. The guy, no arms, no legs, Nick Vujicic, he was there. It's so inspiring. These two brothers that were pro baseball players that were like the first guys to do a Flip That House back in like 2009, and they got cancel culture back then. Some of the first people to get canceled. And then like Nick Vujicic, the guy with no arms, no legs, he had to leave California. He had a hand grenade in his mailbox, and his bank said, come get all your money out of our bank. We know who you are. And he's a great guy. If you've ever heard him speak, he's amazing. But there are some liberal, crazy, far. They literally said, come get your money. And he had to leave and move to, I think he moved to Texas. But some of these speakers were so impactful. It just made you want to be a better human being. And I'm all for that. And by the way, whether you're Republican or Democrat, RFK, Democrat, love him. Tulsi Gabbard, Democrat, love her. There's some, it's like, wow, that even the guy from New York City, Democrat mayor. So it's really Democrat, Republican. It's what do you stand for? If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. So, I went to Surge, and then they had this $10,000 class on real estate. I know a little bit about it. I signed up. We signed up. My whole family did. And then then they had this $10,000 stock class. I signed up. Don't just go to things and go home. And what was the impact? Nothing. I went to the Great Conference in Atlanta 3 weeks ago now. Phenomenal. I met the guy who published 200 books for John Maxwell. 200, all of his books. He was there. And he goes, yeah, I have a publishing company. I'll help you publish your next book, which is what that whole picture board is right there, my next book. And I paid him, he explained it, I paid him, I couldn't pay him $18,000 quick enough. And then there's another guy that is business consulting, was $25,000. I'm in. See, everybody wants that exterior success, but you got to do the interior work. Invest in you. Now, I'm not throwing out a lot of numbers. And then last summer, I had a chance to be a part of Tony Robbins' Zenith Business Club. It's the highest level he does. Only 25 people in the world are a part of it right now. And guess, we're meeting in Scottsdale in 9 days. Guess who's going to be there? Jordan Peterson. Jordan Peterson's going to be there. That's pretty cool. Someone's mic is hot, by the way. Who else is going to be there? Oh my gosh, I forgot. Someone else super famous. He just brings in the most crazy, unbelievable people are going to be there. But I'm looking forward to hanging out with Jordan Peterson all weekend, Dr. Oz, and the people we're meeting. But that was $250,000. So, but it started with me. I'll never forget. Do I have, I think it was $1,200 to go to Carlsbad to become a 100 Days of Greatness trainer. And of course, hotel flights, and I did it. And then was I brave enough to pay for coaching with Craig Proctor back in 1999 when it was $797 a month? But if you sign up today, it's $497 a month. And the guy next to me got up, stormed out of the room. He just wants our money. I'm like, well, he's a coach. That's how he gets paid. Of course he wants our money. I gave him my money, but I went from 40 sales a year to 400. So my message to you is make the investment in yourself. Right here, paid for this. Tony Robbins Business Mastery University. I mean, this one here is I have a platinum partners one. Now I have the Zenith Business Club, but I think the message at Surge. Oh yeah, this guy. No, that was at Create. It was a guy named John Maxwell. You've all heard of him. He was the best I've ever heard of. And he talked about, and I know I've shared this before, but I wanted you to do it. Been there, done that. Man, somehow, somewhere we all slip into the been there, done that. Even the 1% Club. I've heard the 1% Club. Been there, done that. Always going there, learning that. What can I get today out of the 1% Club? What can I milk out of this thing? And so I want to encourage you, go to Surges. By the way, put a note in your calendar. Just do it right now. Write this down, circle it big. The Create Conference next year at the end of Atlanta has nothing to do with real estate. It's entrepreneurs. You'll meet people who own manufacturing. You'll meet people who own marketing companies. You'll meet people who own publishing companies. You'll meet people who sell jewelry. You'll meet people who own solar. You'll meet people who do crypto. They're all there, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. It's not a big event. It's like, I think there were 400 people there, but you also have some incredible speakers that show up to this thing. I don't even know how he does it, but they're all there, and they're all like ex-pastors and missionaries. It is a kind of a Christian type of entrepreneurial conference, as Surge is too. But man, it's so good. There are bazillions of people there that aren't men and women of faith. There's still a lot of people there, but the information was superb. But I think he gets a lot of these people because they know each other, and like, yeah, I'll come out and speak for you. And so, but I want to encourage you, go to the Create Conference at the end of next January. Just put a note, January 2026, I'm going. Just go. I'll be there. I've gone every year. It's my 5th year. And it was like the best year. And I could even, every time I go to a Tony Robbins event, I go, why am I going to UPW again? It's my 5th time. And the last time I went to UPW, I'm like, oh, so good. It's the same information, but it's also 17 hours a day for like 3 days. And I don't think I mastered it all. And it just kind of sinks. And it just comes together, and it infuses you with energy. You have a deeper understanding. You're able to come back and transfer that. So good. So just want to encourage you, make the investment in yourself. We all want the different exterior. We all want to build rev share, do all this, but you got to work on the interior for the exterior. So I'm going to say this. You've heard me say it a million times. I'm going to say it again. It is not magic, it's motion. And so I have a special challenge for you guys today. And we're going to give you a 10-day challenge. Now, before I give you the 10-day challenge, if you hit this challenge, if you complete it, we're going to have a special meeting in my presidential suite with Leo Pareja and Gene Frederick and Jay Kender and Tina Call. You, me, Leo, Jay, and Tina Call. And it'll be pretty powerful. What is that? 5 of us. And we're going to do Q&A. We're going to have some inspiring things shared. It's going to be a little gift from me to you guys, but you got to hit the challenge. I'm going to lay out the challenge. And if you do the challenge, you're going to be really excited about the results, because it's not magic, it's motion. So I'm going to challenge you for the next 10 days, starting tomorrow, to achieve certain metrics. And if you do that in Cabo, I'm going to have you up to our President's Suite. It's going to be awesome. And before I give you the 10-day challenge, I'm going to read off 10 things you can do to kill between the rest of the year, 2025, between now and Cabo. So 10 things, write this down. Number 1, be on time. Number 2, your work ethic, baby. Put in the work. Number 3, your effort. Man, giving it 110% effort. Man, show up. Show up. Number 4, body language. 65% of communication is nonverbal. Are you timid with your body language? Do you walk into a room confidently? Do you walk up to people and say, hey, I'm Jill, I'm Tom, I'm Betty, I'm Robert, nice to meet you, I'm Brent, I'm Russell, I'm Jackie. great to meet you. And what is your energy that you put out there? Because I talk about energy, which is funny thing. Number 5 is energy. The 5th key thing is energy. I talk about energy all the time. I know I beat it like a horse, but it's true. And you got to have the right energy. It's a decision. Number 6 is attitude. Your attitude determines your altitude. People with a really bad attitude are going places, right? No, but people with it takes work to have a good attitude. It's easy to be attitude. That guy cut me off. When I get cut off, I'm like, oh, nice move. When somebody goes shooting across the freeway and makes the off ramp, I go, wow. When someone does something crazy and I'm like, whoa, you got guts. Instead of being mad, you get mad. Oh, that guy's crazy, and get in that state. I'm like, ooh, just like through traffic. I'm like, respect, man. That guy can drive. And he goes, that's dangerous. And then you get all upset. I'm just like, you go, buddy. Whatever. I'm good. I don't let it bother me. So attitude. Number 7, passion. Passion is infectious. Man, people want to follow people with passion. People are tired of people who are bored. You'll sponsor more people in EXP if you demonstrate your passion, your authenticity. You can't fake it. Can't fake authenticity. Number 8, being coachable. You're here. You're on the 1% Club. I'm preaching to the choir. You are coachable. Number 9, doing extra. I love this one. What is that? Well, what does it take to be extraordinary? It's where you take an ordinary man or woman and they put in that extra effort in the dark. They get up early. I was up at 6 a.m. this morning. Didn't have to, but that's what I'm doing. And then I got a whole plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail by definition. What's your plan? And then you take an ordinary man or woman, they put in that extra effort, and it makes you extraordinary. That's all it takes to be extraordinary, is realize I'm just a normal guy and a gal, but I'm gonna put in the work, the extra work, and become extraordinary. Extraordinary. That's all it is. And then number 10, being prepared. Being prepared. Now, again, I'm going to read them really quick, and I'm going to give you the punchline. Number 1, be on time. Number 2, work ethic. 3, effort, body language, energy, attitude, passion, being coachable, doing extra, and being prepared. These are keys to success. You know what they also are? 10 things that require 0 talent. You don't need a high school diploma. You don't need a college degree. You don't need an MBA. But people who are on time, they got the work effort, the work ethic. They're putting in the effort. They have the right body language and energy and attitude. They demonstrate passion. They're coachable. They're doing extra. They're prepared. They're showing up, because how you do anything is how you do everything. Those people are going somewhere in life, and they're learning from their mistakes. They're not cursing themselves. It's pretty awesome. So I want to share that. So we're going to get to the 10-day challenge. You guys ready? So here's the 10-day challenge, and we'll open up for a little Q&A. But over the next 10 days, I'm going to challenge you to talk to 10 people a day about Cabo, because what will move the needle next? I was invited 5 days before Cabo. It was San Antonio, but that was the Cabo event 7 years ago, maybe 7.5 years ago. And because Sheila was going, if she wasn't going, she probably wouldn't have invited me. Brent, you should go to San Antonio. Are you going? No, I'm not going, but you should go. I mean, think about how silly that sounds. So number 1, I think everybody here is coming to Cabo. If you're not, find a way to get there. Okay. The Hyatt place down the 1 block down is $120 a night. You share it with somebody, 2 double beds, $60 a night. It's not going to kill you. Okay. And if you really need help on the event ticket, talk to me. Maybe I'll split it with you or something. We're going to sell out, but I care about you. I mean, I'm not worried about that. I'm good, but I care about you. And so if you're really in a pickle, but find a way. I know Kim Frazier lost her passport. She flew to San Diego, walked into Tijuana, then took a plane to Cabo, then took a plane back to Tijuana, walked back over the border. She snuck into Mexico. She did a reversal, baby. Instead of sneaking from Mexico into the US, she just snuck into Mexico. No passport. She's braver than me. I wouldn't want to be in a Mexican prison. That woman has courage. But she was there, and she's coming this year. She's so excited. But do what you have to do to get yourself there, and then bring someone. I thank God that Sheila was going to my Cabo experience 7.5 years ago. Because she was going, she invited me with 5 days notice to San Antonio, my Cabo moment. And I told her no at first. Then I thought about it. She goes, oh, if you might want to rethink it. Because if you really are serious about checking out EXP, it's once a year. It's not like we do this again in 3 6. Don't say, well, there's a build this summer. Don't say that, because build's not Cabo. We do it once a year. I hate to see you wait a year. And the CEO is going to be there, Glenn Sanford, the founder, brokers, agents, 1,100 of the superstars. You could ask them if they really get stock. You can ask them if they really get revenue share every month. You could ask them what the culture's like. How's the broker store? I mean, there couldn't be a better place to check out EXP. You got to come. And if you don't think it's 10 times better than you thought, I'll refund you your money. I do it all the time. If they go, they will freaking go bananas. They will love it. And so you got to do those things. But I'm telling you what, so here's the challenge. Next 10 days, I want you to talk to 10 people. They could be agents in your group that you haven't talked to yet, agents in your group that you know, I need to call Jared Davis. I need to call Julie Fish. Oh man, I should follow up with Alfonso Wyatt. Hey, Alfonso, how you doing? I'm watching you guys. Hey, Nick Lynch, what's going on? Hi, Constance. Good to see you over there. What's up, Sergio? You guys think I don't look at you guys? David Lawson, my brother. We need to talk, Mr. Lawson. I'm coming to Park City, Utah. I'm coming to Utah. You message again. Oh, your mic is hot too. But send me a message. And so, but I'm watching you guys. What's up, Craig Nash? Good to see you, man. I like the hoodie. I like the hoodie. So, but you know, I'm watching all of you, Mr. Weichelt. I say that right, Robert? Robert Weichelt. Good to see you. I like the EXP thing behind you.
Hey, Brent, how are you, buddy?
How do I say your last name? Did I say that right?
Weichelt.
I said it right. Good.
You did. We had a great Zoom interview last year, so thank you so much for that.
You bet. I know that's why I want to get your name right. It's you know. All right. So here's the deal. You could talk to anyone. You could talk to new people. You could talk to your group, but they need to hear from you. They're looking for an invitation. I can't tell you how many people. One of my guys, Mark Peak, he invited not one, not two, not three, but 4 absolute superstars from Keller Williams. They're all coming. They're each sharing a room. They're all women, 2 women to a room. These are like 30-year real estate rock stars. They are known in Sacramento. And when these 4 women come, I think it's like the end of that other company. I mean, they're like the biggest stars. They're all coming to Cabo. Who have you not invited? Who's on your chicken list? And it could be people in your group. It could be people you're showing the video to, but 10 a day. If you do 10 a day for the next 10 days, you're going to talk to 100 people about Cabo, and you will show up to Cabo with people you didn't think were going to come to Cabo. They're just looking for, get out of the cold, come to the sun. Show them the website. Type this in, Cabo 25. I want you to come as my guest. Google, like Kathy and I are inviting someone from Gainesville, but before we're doing it, I'm having her check flights right now. Gainesville to Cabo, how much? Because I didn't do that once, and it was $2,800 a person from Canada. It cost me almost $6,000 just in airfare to get a couple that I wanted there, and I paid it because I didn't check. Now, had I checked, I'm like, hey, I'll pay for your rooms, and you take care of your airfare. I'm sure you got some miles there, maybe a free ticket, a companion pass. I don't know. So I've learned from my pain to be smart, but if you could say, I will fly you there. If they're in Phoenix, Dallas, LA, San Diego, direct flights into Cabo. I'm going to do questions at the end, Carolyn. I see your hand. We'll do it at the end. So basically, that is what we're going to do there. So starting tomorrow, honor system. You could totally, don't do that to yourself. Do the challenge. It's not about, oh, I'm going to be in the room and they won't know. You're right. I won't know. But the point is not to get in the room. The point is to do this for you and to have people. What will move the needle in your business in 2025 and create the bounce is getting just that. When Tina Call came to her first EXP event, what did that do? When Jay Kender came to his first EXP event, what did that do? When Paul Frank, my favorite commercial agent at EXP, when he came to his first EXP agent, what did that do? The ripple effect's huge. By the way, Paul, unmute yourself. I heard you connected with my buddy from Zenith Business Club, and you guys are working on a big Amazon deal now. Is that true? He said there's some possible Amazon deal you're working out with my buddy from the Zenith Business Club. Is that happening?
Yeah, probably $100 million deal because of your little trip there. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, yep. Happy to do it, man. I will. Anybody want to meet Jordan Peterson? I'm gonna make it happen. Anybody want to meet Mel Robbins? I'm gonna, because I'm after it. I'm after it. I want you guys, man. I don't want to retire and play golf 5 days a week. I want to love you guys. I want to pour into you guys. I want to make a difference, man. I want to be a globe trotter with you guys. We're going to Barcelona in September. I know a lot of you can't afford it. But come to Barcelona if you can afford it. If the time is right, we'll go to Barcelona next year. We're also going to do Rome and we're going to do Paris. We're going to do the Louvre, the Eiffel Tower. I mean, it's there for you and it can be there quickly. I think by my fifth revenue share check, it was like 27,000 a month. And so, but you got to treat your revenue share business like a business. So I want to encourage you to take this 10-day challenge starting tomorrow. Honor system, talk to 10 people a day about Cabo. New people, people in your group, old people, anyone. Just say you got to come, and then be willing to, hey, I'll buy your event ticket. I'll fly you there. Check the flights. They're still cheap from Las Vegas to Cabo, San Diego to Cabo, LA to Cabo, Phoenix to Cabo, Dallas to Cabo. Anywhere else, do your homework first, like we are right now. She's going to let me know when I get done what it costs to get. I have a beautiful couple. They own an independent brokerage, and I want to get them to Cabo. So I'm doing what I got to do. I have another agent in Florida. I'm going to try to get there, but it might be I might buy a few plane tickets. Do what you got to do. Make the investment. I've always invested. So that's the 10-day challenge. And now I'm going to open it up for Q&A. So if you have a question, I want you to go down below to the reactions, and you hit the little reactions at the bottom of your thing, and you can, it says raise hand. It's the very first bar. But Carolyn, I saw you waving at me earlier, so I'll go right to Carolyn. Please, it is your chance. Carolyn.
It's just quick. It's just quick because I wrote it down a long time ago when I thought I had money and I don't have money. What we fly in? That's because you're talking about flights. We should arrive the day before on the 10th and depart on the 16th or the 17th.
No, you want to fly in the 11th. The 11th is the day you fly in. The big welcome party that evening on the beach in the pool. It's really all around the pool area. It's going to be the biggest Cabo any of you have ever seen. We've never had not 1, 2, 3, but 4 keynote speakers. And then we have keynote speakers from years past there. We actually have I can't even count this. I six keynote speakers, but we're not even letting 2 Pastures B keynotes. It's just going to be incredible. It's going to be, Coach Bert's going to be there. Coach Bill Pipes is going to be there. And they were keynotes from years past, but we got our new ones, Gary Brecka, Pace Morby, Tom Ferry, and Ed Milet. It's going to be incredible. But good question. So yeah, please fly in on the 11th, out on the 16th. Now, I'm going on the 5th. I'm going to Cabo early on the 5th. It's my birthday. I'm hanging out with my wife. I'm not meeting with anybody. We're just going to hang out and be in love. And that's what it takes after 35 years, baby. I'm focused on my wife. Because once the 11th hits, I'll see her at night and in the morning when I leave. It's going to be full tilt boogie. We've already talked about it. And 4 of my daughters are flying in, so she'll be entertained with my daughters, and they're going to have a great time. We got a cabana on the right past the pools. If you want to find my family, there's the Go Family Cabana for 9 days. We rent it all day long, every day. So we kind of have a place the girls know that we can all find each other. And I'll be there when I can in the afternoons, which is hopefully most afternoons because I want to relax too. But come say hi. Other questions about the 10-day challenge, and we'll let you know. I got to decide what day, when, where I'm going to meet in my presidential suite if you hit that goal. But that's the kind of thing I'll be like, I'm in. I'm gonna freaking do. I'm gonna talk to 10 people a day, and it'll push you. You text them, hey, got a second? Got a second? Yeah, what's up? Boom. Man, what can I do? What's it going to take for me to get to? Here's how you do it. What's it going to take for me to get to Cabo? Do I got to mow your lawn? Do I got to bring you coffee every morning? Do I got to have fun with that? Do I got to wash your car? What do I got? What bank do I have to rob to get you to Cabo? I really believe it's going to be life-changing for you. Yes, Jackie McKelvin. Hi, Jackie.
Hey, just for clarification, are you talking 10 days like Monday through Friday or Monday through Sunday or
10 days? I mean, if you want to take a day off, I think you should. So it was 10 days, but yes, take a day off. That'd be good. So you could have Sunday off, or if you're Seventh-day Adventist, take your Saturday off, or whatever your deal is, But so if you have to take a day off or 2 days off, and you end up doing the 10-day challenge in 12 days, I'm not legalistic about this. The heart. The heart is I want you to talk to 100 people. I want you to go bonkers, and I want you to see the benefit of that. Any other questions from today? Anything I've said about investing in yourself or Cabo or the 10-day challenge? Fire it up, and we are up at the top of the hour, so I don't see that. Okay. So in 10 minutes, we got one from Wendy Goss. Thank you, Wendy. I love you. Go ahead, Wendy. You just muted yourself again. You're muted. There
Okay,
you go.
so,
Hey.
so yeah, I don't know who always did this, but I just sent 10 messages to 10 realtors that are already in Cabo.
Smart. Yeah.
Are we in Cabo, or is EXP?
Yeah. So let's let the cat out of the bag about Cabo. We've been fighting for years and years and years to get in the MLS. They won't let us in the MLS. They run it like the cartel.
Oh,
And so
really?
pretty much you can't really do EXP in Cabo, even though we're in Mexico. They were smart and they have locked us out of the MLS. Keller Williams was in, they kicked him out. They just kicked Keller Williams out of the
Oh,
MLS.
no.
It is run like the Union in New York City on the docks. And we've been in a lawsuit with them for years. And
Yeah, because I know we are in Mexico, but it's not the same thing.
no,
Okay.
if you join EXP in Cabo, you can't get access to MLS. If you can't get access to MLS, you're not a real estate agent. So it is a problem. It's
All
kind of
right.
sad, but it's
But I only sent 10.
she did your 10. You got there, now you do have to, you can't just email people and say I did it. You have to actually have 10 conversations. That's good because if you text them, they will respond. You can have conversations. But I do have a guy in Cabo who doesn't do any business in Cabo, and he's about to come up on 300 people in his group out of Cabo. He will not talk to anybody in Cabo. He sells timeshares down there, but he is kicking butt and taking names. And he works out of Cabo, does everything over Zoom. So where there's a will, there's a way. He's very excited, and his name is Scott Zimmer. He will be in Cabo, and he's an amazing guy. And so, yeah. And by the way, Wendy is in Las Vegas. If you have a referral for Wendy in Las Vegas, she is amazing. You all know Wendy. She's great. Okay. Good question. Good point. I wish I had better news for you for Cabo. It's like funkalicious down there. Very funky, funkalicious. I don't even know why I said that. It's just a word. It's not a word. It's a made up word. All right, you guys. So what we're going to do in about 8 minutes, we're going to do a quick mastering sales with Brent Gove in 10 minutes. And if you can stick around for that, great. If not, we will see you next Tuesday. Whoa. Yeah. Hopefully we will. It's a travel day for me. I just forgot. What day is next Tuesday? I forgot to look that up. So I'm flying to meet
I
with
think
Tony.
it's the 25th.
The 25th. I may have a guest speaker in my spot. I got flights that day. I'm flying from Dallas to Scottsdale to meet with Tony Robbins and Jordan Peterson and Dr. Oz and Brian McKnight and AJ Gupta and the whole about 25, 30 of us are going to be there. It's going to be amazing. I'm super excited. So if I'm not here, I'll have somebody amazing. Put in the chat, who would you like to have run this meeting if I'm not here? I want to see the chat. Who do you like? Kyle Whistle, Dan Beer, Tina Call? Who would you guys like to have run this if I'm on a plane and can't do it next week? Let me get some names. Come on, give me some names. Who do you want? Grant, you want Glenn Sanford? Who do you want? I don't see any names in the chat.
Veronica.
Tony Robbins. You guys are dogs. I like it. You're swinging for the fences. Kyle
Veronica or Tina.
Type in the chat. I'm taking
I
a
put
record.
Tina in. I'm double Tina.
Elon Musk, Russell. I love you, man. We got Elon Musk. Geez, I like the way you guys are thinking. Mother Teresa, right? Jay Kender, Elon. Nice.
Actually,
nice.
yeah, Jacob.
Do we get Tony Robbins? He would be decent, right? Spring. I like that. Good. V Fig. Albie Stasek, Elizabeth Riley. All right. This is helping me. Okay. So it'll probably be me and you guys will be all disappointed. You'll be like, where was Tina Cole? Where was Tony Robbins? Like, oh, it's Brett again. I love you guys. You guys are the best. Yes, Heather. Oh, I lost Heather.
I'm here. So this is a little off track of while you were doing in the chat. So my son right now has a stack of my business cards. He's telling people that he meets that I'm going to Cabo, and he was like, "My mom wants people to go with her. He's like, she's paying for tickets. But right now, my son is at Mar-a-Lago and he's with Dr. Oz and Elon's there and Trump's there and all these other people are there. And he's got my business cards in his pocket. He's out, he's doing photography down there.
Oh, no way. Well, maybe Trump
So,
will show up in Cabo for you. You know, you never know.
yeah, I wish.
Elon will be in Cabo. That's awesome.
But it's all these big wig people. It's there. It's only I think there's 75 in attendance. So
That is awesome. How old is your son?
he's 23. And
he's there
to what
taking
what you
pictures.
were saying, Brent, my son started off doing like paying his own tickets, traveling all over, contacting like the lowest people and moving up. And he started off reaching, bottom of the barrel kind of events. And now he's doing Trump and he's traveling with a country band called Randy Hauser. But so he's doing
Oh.
political and he's doing country music.
I love it.
So
Being scrappy. I love it. On that note, Russell's still here and Jared Davis is here. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Jared Davis. Jared, can you hear me, baby? I don't know if he can hear me anymore. That's so funny. He muted me. All right. Russell's bringing a lot of people to Cabo. He's been doing what it takes and getting scrappy. So Russell, just shout out to you, man. Congratulations on busting your tail to get people there. Well done.
Thank you for the support, Brent. You're amazing.
What happened to you? You became an absolute madman about Cabo. What made you make the decision to do that?
It's been my favorite event every single year, and there's only been one or two people since I started that we brought to Cabo that didn't join. And I built all the infrastructure last year in 2024, and then this year we're going to become a beta and more. And so this is the kickoff. I'm excited.
I love it. I love it. Congratulations. Paul Frank, do you get some people coming to Cabo on your team? Have you been getting them there? How's that looking this year?
Yeah, we got a list.
Nice.
Yep.
All right.
Absolutely.
Make it happen. That's how it grows. Jared Davis, are you listening to me yet? Jared Davis, he is not. He's got it muted. Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
I was calling you about 1 minute ago, and you're in your chairs.
It's Galen. Galen's fault. It's my partner's fault.
What's up, Galen? Good to see you. You were distracted. It's funny. I'm like, it's okay. It's all right.
We're talking about Cabo. We're talking about Cabo. And we're talking about.
I love it.
What do you got?
I was bragging on you. Russell has busted his butt to get people to Cabo. He's got lots of people coming, and you do too. He's called me begging for rooms. I mean, I like that. I know who's doing it because you know who's begging for rooms.
I'm begging.
And so what was it for you that made the difference? Why are you succeeding? What made you make the decision? I'm getting people to Cabo. Like, what happened there?
There's really nothing special other than, I mean, it's the same plan for everybody. It's just people either do the plan or don't do the plan, right? Like these meetings are all the same at the end of the day. It's just, do you get off the meeting and go do it? So I still just have a hot list on my wall. And every time something happens, and to be honest, I was on mute. We were talking about our Prospect 25 event because we have an event in March that we're getting people to, and we're doing the invites right now. We're doing the graphics and Cabo, but I just sat there one night and I just texted out every top agent that I knew and said, dude, Cabo is going to be amazing. We already have 10 people going at the time. And then by the time we were done, now I think we have like 23 or 25 or 30 people coming. We've got a Keller Williams team leader coming. We've got someone we just brought back to EXP with all 6 of her agents coming. Yeah, I just sent the messages. The lineup's good. If we have a bunch of unknown speakers, it's tough sometimes, you know what I mean? But you throw in people that we know, you throw in Tony like you've done for Build, you throw in Ed Milet, and people are like, yeah, and Tom Ferry, they're like, yeah, why wouldn't we come hang out? And I told them we're going to rent a boat. We're going to, I have like the Keller Williams agent was like, man, if you're renting a boat, I'm in. And it's like, all right, well, that's fine. Come on, we'll rent a boat. We'll hang out. We'll snorkel together. We'll drink some cocktails. It's going to be awesome. And it's great.
I love it. I love it. Well, here, I'm going to play something for you guys since you stuck around. Do not share this with anyone. I got a message today from Ed Milet. It is going to go out to all of you, but I'm going to share it with you now. I know Rob's like, why you can't do that? Do not share this, but you're here. I love you. I'm going to let you behind the veil. This is a message from Ed. He sent me today, and let me unmute it. And ready?
What's up, brother? I had to drop you this message really quick. I'm sitting here with the team. By the way, beautiful view here today in Florida at the pad. Let's talk about beautiful views. That's Cabo. And what we were doing is we were looking at my favorite place. We were looking at my calendar between now and the end of the year, and then actually the next 90 days. You know, you look at your calendar, you're like, hey, what are the things I have to do? And then what are the things I get to go do? And what's jumping off the screen at me right now is I get to be at Cabo 25 with you guys. And about 1,100 EXP agents. You know, I love EXP. I love the business. The more I've got to know you and more about you, it's really an honor to be there. And I won't just bring my, my regular game. I've been working on a lot of new messaging, so I'll do some overlap because you've asked me to cover some things I've covered before, but I have some brand new stuff that I've been working on, and I've decided I'm going to reveal it and unveil it there. We'll see how that goes, but your group will be the first to hear it. And so I can't wait to land there, get a damn good margarita, have great food, be with great people, but then have a life-changing experience at the same time. So I'm honored to be there, brother. I can't wait to see everybody there. It jumps off the screen. I get to be there. And I hope the rest of you feel the same way. We'll see you very soon. It's just right around the corner. What's up, brother? I had to drop you this.
That awesome. It just showed up out of nowhere. I'm like, oh my God. And so, I put myself in these rooms and rooms and rooms and rooms and rooms. It's pretty cool. You guys can do the same thing. You just got to make the investment in you and start, and you start kind of, and it's pretty incredible. So I love you all. We are going to do in, oh, wow, we're already over. Well, we'll start in 2 minutes. Mastering sales. We're going to do about a 5-minute clips. And so if you got a bail, otherwise I will see you in 2 minutes. I hope you enjoyed the Ed My Life video. Don't tell anybody. Shh. All right. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.